What's up, guys? Mike, aka Fony. This is Warframe, and of course, this is for BROFRAME. These you guys out there. There's a lot of highs going on. I was AFK for a bit. I don't know what's going on. But anyways, the Dojo went through a whole lot of changes. So let me see if I can break it down. Initially, before the split, they said you can tear everything down and you'll get all of your mats back. And we were like, cool, all right, yeah, well, we're just gonna wait. You know, we'll just wait until we split, and that way we could just have the dojos just be whatever. We could rebuild them and do it however we want, which is fine. It was like, okay, yeah, that's the way it was gonna work. There was nothing saying that they would work any other way than that. Then the split happened, and then we finally got around to it. We're like, okay, let's go ahead, and I put the video out saying, hey guys, go and get everything you want out of the tech labs because we have to strip everything down. And so I want to say 4 or 5 of the clans, the clan warlords went through. I think 4 of them. We all went through. We basically wiped out almost our entire dojo down to like nothing. And then what that ended up leading to was we realized that we did not have enough mats to build shit. We really didn't have enough mats to build anything. So right now, I'll have to come back here, but I wanted to show you guys. We'll go over here. I should have got a faster frame. So, I built this T connector. That hall we started with, there's a hall right here, right? On the other side of this hall, there was a T connector. There's 3 T connectors hooked up to each other, almost forming kind of like a fat H, I guess if you want to call it, like a wide H. And then this reactor room. That was literally all we had. And of course, this hall over here, which, you know, we needed to build it up so that we can actually have the one with like 6 doors and all that. That was all we had mats for. And remember, we had 3 dojos. We had everything, multiples of so many things. So I was really not happy. And obviously, a lot of you guys were not as well, because we did exactly what we were told. We stripped everything down, but we did not get anywhere near the amount of resources we were supposed to get. So then, after some back and forth with DE, they told us, hey, so here's what happened. We figured since you guys are splitting up into 8 different clans, that we would divide up the materials 8 different ways, the value of the item. So they actually have the ability to put a value on this. So if they wanted to, they could say, okay, if I tear down this hall, you'll get a billion platinum or something like that. Like they can put some kind of a value on. I don't know if it's percentage or what, but they have the ability to do that. They can even zero it out. They can make it so it has 0 cost. So that is, I think that's very interesting. And I think that's kind of an interesting decision to make, to split it up that many different ways. And I guess they just didn't know that we were going to be tearing everything down. If we weren't going to tear everything down, because we had to convert to the new grid system, right? We had to, otherwise there'd be future content we would not be able to take part in. Then they probably would not have done that. But unfortunately, it was a decision they made, and we were not privy to it. And so that ended up leading us into a no dojo, basically, for many of our clans. So you can imagine like the how much back and forth this was, how much you guys were hitting me up, like pissed off, and of course, you know, that I couldn't do anything about it. I mentioned it briefly in some other videos. So here's. But unfortunately, I didn't have a resolution, and there was absolutely nothing I could do about it. So we just kept on with DE to see if we could kind of get closer and closer to a fix, and we did. So the compromise here, I guess, is we knew that having 7 clans was not going to work when you have, you know, 7,000 people, and you know 3,500 of them have not played in 30 days. So we asked DE if they could, and obviously this is very special circumstances because we are the biggest clan, and they wanted to fix it for, you know, 3,500 people. What they did was they went through, they did a actually a little less than 3,500 people, but anyways, they took all the people in the overflow ones, we'll call it, right, and they packed them into the first 4 like evenly. So check this out. We all seem to have somewhere around 666 members per I have 663, but I know a couple other guys have, like, one of the guys has 666, and so on. Obviously with people leaving, it's gonna be a little bit different. People are upset that there's no tech lab, and I understand. I totally understand. I get it. The other, notice that we're down to just BROFRAME Violence, Heresy, and Gluttony. The other ones are gone. They're gonna be reinstated, but they're gonna be blank guilds. There's gonna be nobody in it. It's gonna be nothing. It's like for expansion purposes only. So right now, that's how many people we have. And that is like total, right? Yeah, that's like grand total, including the pending there. And what we now have, what they did was instead of splitting up, I guess, the materials, and I'm not 100% clear on this, instead of splitting up the materials amongst amongst 7 clans, now they're splitting them up amongst like the 4 of us or whatever. And you know what? I understand that some people are pissed off. They're saying, man, I put all this stuff, all these materials and everything into, this one big ass dojo. What the fuck, right? I understand that people are pissed off, but we technically have as an alliance, and I realize that this is not gonna resonate with a lot of people. We technically have as an alliance, we have 4 dojos. Hell, well, we're gonna have like 7 or 8 by the time they reinstate the blank ones. But still, we have 4 dojos. So the fact that they were willing to go out of their way to give us this is kind of, it's good on them to do it. They could have just said, whatever, right? Because they have considerably more than 3,000 players playing this game. But they decided, they worked with us. Lots of emails back and forth. They wrote a script specific for us, and we were able to get it down to this point. And think about it, if we had 4 functioning dojos, fully functioning dojos, that's 4 times the mats that we started with. So their math is right. It was wrong initially to split it up amongst 7, because we did not have 7 clans with the people, or 8 or whatever it was. But now it makes more sense. So we have like 600 to 700 people per clan. There's only 4 of us. Are we opening up invites? Yes, but not right now. We're gonna have rules and everything to that first. The second we get the tech labs up and running, then we're gonna go ahead and do that. So here is where we're at right now. In terms, every clan's gonna be different. Right now, I'm obviously BROFRAME main. Every warlord has their own dojo that they're building out, and some of the warlords had different things to begin with. Okay, so like some of this stuff was left over from the first time, before they gave us the wrote the script and they gave us all the stuff, right? All the materials. Theme, and don't tell anybody, but Theme somehow started off with like a fucking grand hall or something, so he has like 6 doors in his first hall, dickhead. So I don't know how that happened, but whatever the case may be, we now have a good amount of materials. It's not going to be enough to duplicate what we had before, and that's fine, because you know what? A lot of the players that contributed a lot of shit, they're not playing anymore. And that's why we need to open it up and bring new people in so they could bring in their own materials. And that's why we're going to have rules and stuff in place to make sure we don't get people that are just straight up freeloaders. Okay? They're going to have to put some kind of work into something. So here is, we'll talk about that some other time. Look at the vault numbers. That's a lot of shit. For one clan, you look at it, it's like, well, that's not enough to duplicate the old dojo. No, it's not. But if you think about it, if I were to multiply all these numbers by 4, then yeah, totally. I mean, we would have 3,600 forma, or sorry, the 360 forma. We would have 2.4 million credits. So yeah, you know what? Just for this one thing, it's not really a lot. You're right. It doesn't really feel like it's a lot. But it is enough to get, and I hope the God it is enough to get. Let's go. Actually, we'll try real quick. Let's try. We'll cancel this. Yeah, we haven't actually put anything into it on purpose. We'll cancel this, and then what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll rebuild again, because I'm not gonna build that yet. I'm gonna try to do just the tech stuff first, because we want to all get to the actual, the shit. So I'm gonna start this and I'll cancel it here, just so you guys can see how much this costs versus the other items, the other actual tech labs. You need the Oracle in order to power those. So we're looking at okay, so yes, I might run out of polymer bundles, and if so, I'll put another call out or something. What I'll do is I'll petition all the warlords of what kind of stuff they need, and then I'll put out another video asking for more stuff. But right now it looks like I will definitely be able to build minimum the Oracle, and probably I'll do Oracle first, and then I'll do the Infested, because that's where the new stuff is, and then after that we'll focus on the other things. But yeah, it looks like we'll be able to build at least that stuff. But everything else we're gonna have to actually start pitching in again. I mean, it's been several months since we built the initial dojo, and now it's been split into 4, like resource-wise. So yeah, we have to unfortunately we have to start over, and that really sucks. But that's it. Once we get the Infested one built, then we'll be able to get in here and actually start putting money towards actually researching it, and that shouldn't be too hard. There's plenty of people in the clan to make that happen. And once again, after that is done, after those things are built or close to being built, I will post a video to discuss some of that. I'll actually make a thread too. There's gonna be a thread in the Warframe forums to discuss the new recruitment rules. We're not swapping. We're not trying to be a super hardcore guild. Like, Warframe has never been about that. We don't have the. We have too many fucking people to do that. It just would not work, especially across all clans. Sure, we could pull amazing numbers because we are BROFRAME, but we're not gonna tell you that you have to be mastery level fucking 10 and play every single day. That's not gonna happen. I could tell you at minimum there will definitely be a time limit before we have to actually kick you out, right? Like, we're gonna be watching and, you know, every week go through, and if someone hasn't logged in a long time, we haven't really discussed like what number we want to make that, then, you know, we'll go ahead and kick you. It's not gonna be something as small. Again, it's not gonna be 1 day, it's not gonna be 3 days, it's not gonna be a week. It's gonna be much longer than that, because I understand that, you know, sometimes you gotta go do stuff. You know, Christmas vacation's gonna come up and you're probably gonna run out and leave for like 2 weeks. That's cool, whatever. I want to make sure that you guys and everybody that, you know, joins BROFRAME has access to all this cool shit that DE is putting out, and that was the core thing behind our communication with Digital Extremes. On both sides, obviously, we wanted to make sure that what we did was, one, we did it, only had to do it once, right? And two, would benefit everybody, would benefit the future of the dojo, because now we can expand it to new stuff, and as well as everybody that wants to join the dojo or join BROFRAME in the future that wants to take part in all of this cool shit. So, more information to come. Probably over the weekend or something, once everything gets built. These things take about 12 hours to finish. I already canceled this one, right? Oh, let me go and cancel this one, because we're not actually, this is not gonna be built right here. So I'll cancel this, and then once I get a couple T connectors built in another area that I'm working on, then that's when we will go ahead and start building and branching things off of there. And I'm gonna be rushing some things. We have, I wanna say we probably have something like 6,000 plat or something. I think 6,000 something plat is how much we have in the guild vault. Which, you know, that times 4, you know, that, yes, that totally makes sense. That's about how much we spent on the last dojo. That makes perfect sense. And then of course divided by 4, and that's it. So hopefully you guys get it. If you have any questions, as long as they're not, can I join BROFRAME? I'll be more than happy to try to go through, and maybe Feme and myself and some of the other warlords, we could go through and try to answer some of the questions that you might have below in this video. Yeah, definitely stay tuned. There's gonna be some changes going on to all of the dojos. They're all gonna be different. It'll be very interesting to see what the different warlords come up with, and I'll work with them. Well, if they have any questions, of course they can come to me, and I could be more than happy to assist them. We will be picking officers and everything before we do the whole recruitment process, because I don't want, like, myself and the 3 other guys, or actually there's like 6 other guys, to have all of the burden of managing everything, every element of their respective clans, because I realize how much of a pain in the ass it is. But that's it, guys. Mike, BROFRAME, once again. Warframe, BROFRAME #1. I'll see you guys.